be hearing that Willian to the Middle East isn't true. Hearing Xhaka is signing a new deal. Hearing we're letting Bellerin go without an obligation to buy, meaning he's at least going to come back for a year and be clouded. We have confirmed the signing of Ben White. Hopefully there is no lagging and no BS, but the worst kept secret in football is finally done. I actually saw a fan post a picture of it before it actually became a thing. We've got Ben White over the line. We finally got a centre half. You know, hopefully he can tie into what we're doing. The season starts a few weeks from now, so we're gonna have to get it right. We ain't really got time to F about. As you lot can see here, or in fact, one sec, where is it gone? Is it on here? Well, no, it's here, in fact. Sorry, folks. As you lot can see here, as Ben White has said here, my new home. Can't wait to get started at Arsenal. After Ben White, well, to quickly go over this again, after Ben White deal, Arsenal are focused on Xhaka, new contract proposed as per the Athletic, which we just spoke about. Broad confident to convince him. Apparently, Xhaka only agreed personal terms with Roma, but nothing was done between the two clubs. So again, it seems like that's the next plan for the club. But in relation to Ben White, as I said, Ben White signs on long-term contract. It's believed he signed a 5-year deal. At 23 years of age, he has proved to be one of the Premier League's finest young prospects. He has got a solid experience. I'm not going to read this out. He done well at Leeds, helping them get promoted. He has been at Newport. He's got a solid foundation to build on at 23. And at 23, he's got that foundation. Now let's take him to the next level, because he only got called up to the England squad on a technicality. How can we make him a shoo-in? How, he's only played one season in the Premier League. I hear a lot about what he's good at on the ball and distributing it and defending and things. What about his weaknesses? Can he mark? Is he proactive, more proactive, less reactive as a defender? Is he, if he's a leader, how do we keep inspiring that leadership quality in him? Because reality is we've signed him at 23 years of age. He should be nowhere near his prime. I want to see this guy become a linchpin of our defense. I want to see him at 26. It's him, Saliba and Gabriel, or people along them lines there. We know he's been at Brighton and things like that. So I'm not going to keep reading that, but he's going to wear the number 4. I know a lot of you are saying what that means for Saliba. If Saliba does his job at Marseille, there'll be a spot here. But I'm not going to lie, if I was Saliba, I would feel some sort of way if the club told me I'm still in their plans and we need to sort out his contract and I've gone out on loan and you've given my number away. I think there could have been a touch of class there, but reality is, you spent 50 million, there's got to be number 4. And it's a big vote of confidence for Ben White. We all know he's wore that shirt before. Edu has said, Ben has been a key target this summer. He has so many qualities, which makes us so excited he's joining us. Ben's a young English player with a great future. He's very strong defensively, good on the ball with a great passing range. We're delighted Ben signed and we look forward to him growing with us. Ben was a top target for us, and it's great that we've completed his signing. Ben has been educated with two very good clubs that had very good very good systems. Bielsa left nothing to chance. Obviously, I'm taking nothing away from Ben White. Brighton had something to chance. There's still a lot of clouds. We think we can see Arteta's team shaping up, but there's still a lot of clouds for what we want to do. So let's not expect this guy, just because he's been good at Brighton and Leeds and gone off with England, to come and fix all our problems defensively in the same way a lot of us probably expected Gabriel to. There needs to be a system. You can talk about his distribution, but as we saw with David Luiz, who he's directly replacing, he can be as good on the ball as he wants. What's going on with the movement? If nobody in midfield is showing for it, if the strikers are marked out of the game, his passing range doesn't mean anything. So all it should be is a tool. How can we harness this? As I keep telling you, our goalie is our first attacker. Our striker is our first defender. I need to see better pressing from the back. I need to see better creativity and build-up play and just damn right passing. Because if we don't sort out the middle of the park, who are the defenders going to give it to? Who are the strikers going to receive it off? As much as the strikers have their own problems, you can see the disconnect. And this is why I look at that midfield when you're seeing several targets go away or not sign, when you're seeing with the new contract stuff, the midfield is a key part to what we're doing. But none of that is to go with Ben White. Ironically, he can play in midfield. Moving away, he said he has benefited from 2 very good coaching setups and has shown with Brighton and on loan at Leeds what a strong talent he is. So give him a very good coaching setup now. Ben is an intelligent defender. He is, and he is very confident with a ball at his feet. And his style does fit us perfectly. But we can't just sign him for that. How exactly does he fit in? What piece to the puzzle is he solving? That's for Arteta to answer and for us to show us. And of course, he's still young, so his age and profile fits in well with what we're building here. We're all looking forward to Ben being central to our future plans. Apparently, Ben White will wear the number 10 and will immediately join up with his new teammates ahead of the game on Sunday. Would love to see him make his debut purely because I'm there. Let's see exactly what Ben White, the man himself, has said, people, which I like. He said, obviously, a bit of it is PR. He said, I don't think I needed too much convincing, to be fair. Obviously, Arsenal speaks for itself. And I spoke to the gaffer a number of times during the summer, which, again, I'd like to. Realistically, it probably did happen during the Euros, but it's good that the gaffer's able to convince him. I got good vibes. Seems that that's what we are. We're vibes, isn't it? You see a man and the man in the training ground. And I'm sure he'll have a good relationship with Chambers, who's from his neck of the woods. And, Chambers is Holding's bro, so I know they're going to bring him in. I think I can produce quality in this team and hopefully get Arsenal back. I like to see you back yourself. I've played in the Football League. I've played for a number of teams on loan. The hunger's still there. I'm really happy to be at a massive club like this and hopefully bring the level up of this team. I love it. I love it. When times get hard in games, I can step up and control situations. I'm very relaxed on the ball. And though I can produce and though I can produce quality moments in bad moments of the game, I love it. Because I always tell you, look, consistency, confidence, and competence. Everyone at Arsenal has confidence when the fans are cheering them on, when the sun's shining and we're smacking teams up. What happens when we're under sustained pressure? What happens when you try a pass and you make a mistake and it leads to goals? What happens if you miss an open goal? Have you still got the confidence? What happens when the fans, which they do, turn on you? Because it's you lot against the world. The fans love you subjectively. As much as we love the club, we don't love the players. You lot are in this thing by yourself. So I like to hear that from him. He's got the he's got the ability, but he's got the confidence. So in bad moments, this is what I'm looking to see. And again, I don't want to keep mentioning David Luiz, but that's a quality you saw with David Luiz. He had a lot of bad things. He was not scared in tough moments, and I want to see that. And I'm not being funny. If he's been in the Football League, if he's played for a big club like Leeds, for a big manager like Bielsa, this is light work. As I said, I want to see him improve and keep improving. But I want to see how Arteta develops him because he's only played 1 year in the Premier League and you spent 50 million on him. You know how the story is going to get if it doesn't work out. My main position is obviously centre back. That's where I've developed over the years. I've slotted into different positions to help the team, and I feel like I can do that to help the team. If I need to do that this season, I'll definitely be up for it. And of course, it gives Arteta options. He can be used in a back three and a back four. He can play centre half. He can play right back. He can play in midfield. Things that, we probably should explore if we're going to keep moving mad with some of these targets, people. What have we got here, man? Carrying on, he said, to be here now is absolutely unbelievable. He said, it's been a while, hasn't it? Obviously, I've known for quite a while and it's taken longer than I thought it would. Clearly, we're trying to find negotiations with Brighton. It's funny because all my mates were with me during the summer. They were putting stuff up on social media, and obviously people find that out, asking him questions. He's got exactly the same as me. It's nice, then it's nice. Now they're going to know. Fair play. It's been hard to not tell anyone, to be fair. I told my family to keep it quiet. Even though I was on holiday, I was getting asked whether I am or not. It was tough, but I managed to keep it quiet. I think I found out when I was with England. That's when it got a bit more serious. So shout out to Saka. I know you was there. Like, you signing right? You signing right? It's obviously nice to find out. And to be here is absolutely unbelievable. Big you up, but it's time to work now. Simple as that. He was asked which players have surprised him the most. I mean, he's probably going to pay homage to Saka. He said, so I had a bit with Saka over the summer. I hadn't seen much of him before then, and he really surprised me how talented he is. Don't cap, man. You know how talented he is. I didn't train against him a lot, but some of the other boys did. He's so sharp, and I was really surprised how good he is. Fair play. What? And although we boast a star-studded squad, the article writer of this is gassing it. We ain't Max Jones. Shout out to you, star-studded squad. Gassing up RT, get it. I respect it still, but congratulations to signing Ben White. Like I said, man, I'm happy to have him here. I'm not going to sit here and say he was my first choice, or if you not even that it was my first choice. If you asked me to name centre halves, would I have said Ben White? I like him. You've seen me do a video on him and touch on him. I'm happy he's here. But again, I want to see how he fits a piece to the puzzle, because what we keep seeing at Arsenal, like we saw with Partey, Gabriel, even Pepe, players come in and they do mad. They move mad. Like Ben White, every game he's on it. Even when we're losing, he looks like he's on it. And then eventually they look out of their depth because the system's not there and they're just hung out to dry. It's like I don't want to see it a thing where we spent 50 million on him. Work it out now. We need a system. I want them to know his weakness is better than him. They need to know him better than he needs to know himself. Not on a funny man thing, but they need to be able to tell Ben White where his birthmark is, such as how much research and due diligence I wanted them to do on this 23-year-old, because we need to know how he's tying into the short term. Short term, he should be our best defender by default because he spent 50 million on him. That's how he helps us getting a pivot, a balance in that defense. defensive pivot, you know, between them in the medium term. How does he keep growing? How, you know, how does he keep developing? And obviously, medium to long term, together with him, Saka, Smith Rowe, and the rest of these sort of guys, Martinelli, how do they keep growing and reach maturity? That's what we need to see. So congrats to Ben White. Love for coming here, my guy. Gassing up the thing. It's great to have you here. What's going on here? Oh, these are my other timestamps from yesterday, from earlier. I was getting